And now, ladies and gentlemen of the old world, we're back to our usual schemes as we jump back into our legendary Scarsneck campaign with episode number 5. So as we did leave off down here in the south, you can see Waaagh is going to be going after Mimriddans here, trying to probably sack this city to bolster our very pathetic and horrible economy. But, you know, it's the plight of the goblins here. We have recruited some very expensive units. Honestly, if we cut the spider, if we cut like the Arachnaut Queen and also Debiggen, we would actually have like a decent economy, which we probably should do. So I think I'm actually going to squash a couple of these battles here with Skarsnik, and then from there I'll dismantle the spider and Debiggen once we get some peace. I mean, Debiggen is really cool and all, but like 875 upkeep is so punishing, and I really just want to play with him. So we're going to go ahead and fight this battle first. It's a decent little garrison, but for the most part, our Biggin and archers should be able to bully them with the character support we have. And yeah, we got Squig Hoppers, not the best. We could actually continue the siege for one turn. You know, maybe they'll sally out. I mean, probably not. Yeah, I don't think we can really afford to wait. I mean, the Biggin is an artillery piece, which can hammer down walls. I mean, they'll probably have the handgunners up in the parapets there. We should be able to kind of hammer them down. We can mount the walls with our goblins. Yeah, I think it's okay. Let's fight the battle. So let's do it, guys. All right, so here we are in the siege battle. The Winds of Magic trait that we saw at the end of the last episode, certainly really paying some big dues here. We got the heavy ammo on a lot of our gobos. We'll make them a little bit more efficient against greatsword type units. And our character goon squad can just be with the main group here. What does he have? He has some decent abilities, I think. I can't remember. And the Squig Hopper, since the Empire Garrison's a little bit light, we'll start them here and then we'll run them back in a round. And Debiggen is just going to be moving at the gatehouse and hopefully not getting pounded too badly with firepower. Alright, so let's move up here. Let's get our archers going, and you guys can just go rush this gatehouse here. And the Debiggen can throw a boulder, and then it can start marching very menacingly here. Did some decent damage. Yeah, I did a little bit of wall damage, but, you know, the Biggin is all about smashing that gatehouse for sure. And yeah, we got to get rid of him. He's just too expensive, but you know, I really wanted to have some fun with it. But, you know, on legendary difficulty sometimes it's not about having fun. It's about suffering. All right, let's move into the gatehouse here. So he's going to start marching. Goblins will be taking a little bit of firepower, which is okay. From there, they're just going to kind of form ranks right here. And, I mean, honestly, climbing the walls here probably wouldn't be a bad idea. We're just going to move, like, right up on the gatehouse. Very good. So now we can start shooting at these handgunners here with our Daka line. We do also have some brainbusters. We can start popping the greatsword lines. So halberds are actually a better choice because they're very lightly armored, and you can see it does some good damage. Good. So they're taking a little bit of work. Debiggen is making his way downtown. We can start beating on the gatehouse with our character squad. So let's get the Squig Hoppers and company here. And a couple goblins could climb the walls, just to, like, take it. Yeah, they're just goblins, so if they go quietly into the night, it's not a biggie. And these guys should be getting in that gatehouse in no time. And Debiggen is closing the distance here. Looks like they have some mortars or something there. Doing a little bit of punishment to us. Let's shoot those handgunners here. And we can't really fit in this crevice. That's what she said. But yeah, we're shooting up on the walls. Those handgunners should take a ton of damage from our little goblin arrows. They do have more brain buses, which is what we're going to be spamming. Like, ooh, this is going to be good if they're like moving on top of each other. Yeah, let's wait just a second. Wow, looks like they dodged there, but that's fine. Halberd's getting worn down. Certainly not bad. It looks like the greatswords are defending the back of the city, which is not going to be great for them. And the Biggin is clobbering away at the gatehouse, which is excellent. 60% gate damage here. And it looks like the handgunners up on the top of the walls. We'll just kind of keep shooting, get the little goblins kind of collapsing on them. And how are we doing at the gatehouse? I mean, yeah, we could win this without Debiggen, but he's certainly going to make the greatsword fighting much, much easier. All right, so the gate has been destroyed, so whatever comes through that gate, you will hold. Well, the Biggin is certainly not a fun foe for our good friends here. Should be able to clobbering time a lot of those dudes. We do have goblins up in the walls now, which actually can beat handgunners in combat, which is quite impressive. Looks like a couple greatswords moving up as well. Let's target those guys. All right, so the Biggin is popping here. Let's pull our Orc Shaman back so he can get the overcasted brain buses. Yeah, he's too close, so we have to get him like out of this engagement here. Yeah. And the Squigs have gotten in, so let's pull them through. They should be able to rush the back of the city pretty well before they can actually get down from the walls. And the Biggin is clobbering. I mean, it's up to 28 kills. You can see every time it does its atomic belly flop, it actually does some really good damage. Let's get the big boss and our other characters going there. Poor little goblins trying their hearts out up in the walls. We have a brain busted targets. Not really. They're kind of disconjointed right now. So we'll go ahead and pop right there. Hopefully hit those guys. Yeah, hit quite a few of them. So the greatswords are getting worn down. Some gobos on the walls are having some issues, but now we do have our Squig herds here. And what do they have to defend? Absolutely nothing. We're going to go back there. Man, the Biggin is such a useful tool. Yeah, he's going to clobber these greatswords in a minute here. We do have some missile attacks we could perhaps do. Let's go ahead and shoot these halberds, I suppose. Looks like the greatsword should lose to the goblins up on the walls just because of the supporting Daka fire. Squig herds! Oh, I think we were ambushed by something. Yeah, it looks like there might have been some Empire Knights back here. It's fine. With 4 guys, we should be able to overwhelm them. Rock bottom would give us a little bit of extra ammo. The atomic clap of the gods, clap in the cheeks of those Empire swordsmen right there. Or great swords, whatever they were. And great, so we've gotten in. They're pretty much broken up here. The Empire heavy cav in the back should tremble in despair. And now we can basically just move our characters towards the back of the city to help end the battle. Yeah, so let's just move. I don't think there's anything left here that's really scrapping. Looks like they have a couple dudes, but for the most part we're okay. Yeah, we're archer line. You can pull them in. I don't think we're going to even need them, but we'll just get them set up like right here. Very good. So the Squig Coppers hopefully will eventually win this fight, although there are more Empire heavy cav coming, which is not a great situation for us. We're going to pull back this way and force them into a choke so they can't like surround us. And where are our characters? It looks like the Squig is coming. The Big In is a little bit slower, obviously. It's very ponderous coming through the city here. And yeah, once we get the War Boss in here, he could start fighting. It's fine. And now we can pull the Squig Coppers back to start hammering again. And the Orc character, we can overcast a Brainbuster right there. Oh, where is he? Is he not? I guess he's on foot, so he's very, very slow, huh? Need to get the Fanatics over there. Poor little Goblin isn't designed for such combat against hordes of dudes. The Squig Coppers will crump the artillery now, so let's move in. Shut down those mortars if we can. The little War Boss that could is holding on for... Oh my god, how did he even get outside the walls? Okay, well that's stupid. That is very stupid. So we're actually going to need to pull back now. The Big In could throw some boulders, but I think getting him into melee combat's a little bit better. Alright, so you guys just keep grinding out those Empire Knights if you can. Little War Boss, you keep tanking. Should be army losses. And there you have it. Didn't even get a Waaagh, but that's okay. Not going to complain. We'll see you guys in the campaign map. Man, that Rogue Idol did some serious work. Oh, 41,000. Oh, that's so good. Alright, so yeah, now we could just kind of troll the city for a couple turns. Oh man, because it might even still actually be good. Enable Skarsnik's Death Juice. Oh man, that is so incredibly good and tasty. And then from here, we're going to want to get the same blue tree stuff. Yeah, to get like Lightning Strike. So I think Skarsnik's thing only affects income from looting settlements, income from sacking settlements, yeah. Orc Shaman, Brainbuster. We'll also get more Glore. Just kind of get you a spider now, even though you won't be able to climb walls any longer, but that's fine. Precise is really good. That is incredibly awesome, and now we can go into raiding camp. I mean, let's see if they would want a peace treaty now. No, we haven't beaten them into a submission yet. So yeah, Scarsneck underweight on that same turn. We have a ton of money now, so I guess we just kind of do our thing. Get upgrades wherever we can. Giants are pretty terrible, but getting closer to Rogue Idols is always a fun thing. Man, I really should have gotten the Fanatic building here, because I would have already had Fanatic recruitment infrastructure. I mean, we have it here. Bob will be able to get it next turn. Snaz is coming, the Goat Plucka. I mean, we have so much money. Screw it, right? Let's just do it. Let's go crazy. But why do we want the giant? What does it give us? Okay, hero capacity. It gives us extra hero capacity. That's why we do that. Yeah. Any shaman characters were maxed out here and here. Big bosses were maxed out. And River Troll Hags, we can get another one. The Big Bully. Discipline is always pretty good. Although maybe Big Bully was better. All right, so we got 2 Hags now. That's 1 for each army. So you can go down here and join the fun. Again, in Skarsnik's army, you want to make sure you have as many characters, or in campaign, as many characters as you can possibly get. Get you leveled up too. All right, guys, that was a very profitable turn. We're certainly going to be seeing the fruit of that labor. And that's it for now. See you guys next turn. So the Blue Vipers, who are our good friends in the south, were finally crumped, which is a shame. They were kind of holding back a lot of the threats from that direction, but can't have everything in life. Let's go ahead and get the Big Boss upgrade. We'll get this to get the Blackwork Big Boss as well. Upgrade the walls here, and now Skarsnik is going to be crumping on the face of some of these greatsword units, which certainly do not stand up very well to us. And here we have an option. We'll probably raise this city, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and just hit it. Wow, look at the auto-resolve situation there. Maybe we just keep raiding. I mean, obviously I could win this, but that's like still a lot of stuff I got to deal with there. Although it could be worth it. Sometimes those cities that give you that much money like have pretty good looting. So the Orc Shaman here. Let's keep getting the magic. You are the magic man. And the Giant River Troll Hags, we have one here who's going to be joining our boy Skarsnik. And the other one can head on down south and buff up that other army. She's a very disciplined River Troll Hag. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Okay, so we have Vlad coming into our mountains. Not really sure why. We do have some issues with corruption. Obviously, we have pretty good Untainted, so it should be squashing it in most of the regions, but it still is something to consider. And we're going to be getting a Waaagh soon. So what I think we'll do is, after this battle, I'll get rid of the Arachnaut Queen with Skarsnik. It's not super necessary. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that the AI thinks it has a chance here. All right, so we'll fight this battle. Should be fun. We'll squash some great swords and get the city back, and then I'm pretty sure after this we'll get a peace treaty from the border princes. You know, I'm kind of thinking that maybe we'll get our Waaagh against the dwarves, because they're like, yeah. I mean, they'll probably be a high strength rank, which means we can get the biggest trophy. All right, spiders, let's get you guys going. Just get all you guys moving up as a big ugly blob right now. Tactics be damned. As long as the squig hoppers get into the back line with their mighty golden chevrons. Look at the stats on those guys. They're serious business. 3 and 4. Cool. Let's get you guys on outside. Catch me outside. How about that? All right, so we're going to move up. I know you guys know that reference. I'm sorry. Great swords. Running for the hills. We'll move in pretty quick. This is a good spot. We have a little bit of a rock there that we can kite them with. Go, my squigs. I would actually be kind of sad if I lost these squigs. Like, I might keep them the whole campaign, even though they're, like, not the best endgame unit. Like, I think they're just so much fun. Who said you couldn't use fun units on Legendary, huh? Apparently you can. I guess greenskins are maybe so OP that you can. Alright, so we're moving up, making our way downtown. Looks like the artillery has been left behind, as usual. Their panic is going to lead to their demise here. We have some Empire Knights, which actually are probably one of the hardest things for us to deal with, because we are flanking with squig hoppers. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, put you guys in 5, move you up. Queen taking like 45 minutes to summon some spider hatchlings there, but it looks like she was just out of range, which is explains our problems. Alright, so the fanatics will be really good. We just need to get them blobbed up there. Awesome. So now let's go with group 5, move these guys up, pull in the great swords, and then we can get the fanatics in the Daka line to start shooting. So you should actually be in 5. Yeah, go get up there. Great. So the archers, let's get you ready. Let's get you guys ready. Squig herds can prepare to slam through the witches, burn through the witches and ditches, and whatever Rob Zombie says. You guys know the drill. Fireball! Let's shoot a fireball, point blank. What do we have, a couple spearmen here? Yeah, okay, let's go for the spearmen. Those are some fresh fish. They are braced, but they're just so beat up that, actually, I don't know if it's worth getting all embroiled in combat in there. Why is AI being so chill? It's just like super passive here. Should have both spiders here. The queen is taking a little bit of work. Come on, great swords. I know you guys want some of this love. Come blob up, yes. I guess we just move our Daka line up. Start shooting. Send him a message here. We can go ahead and put the sneaky stabbing, I suppose, on these squig hoppers. Do we want to fight the Empire Knights? I don't know if we do. Anyways, okay, so the main fighting's here. We can now get these guys and go slam in and just start breaking them down. And the blobbing is upon us. Let's get you, Daka, shooting into these great swords here. And you guys can basically just go shoot into whatever great swords you can hit. Cool, so the spider's here. Now we can get Curse at a Bad Moon here, because it looks like the AI is going to be pretty blobbed up. So we'll go ahead and just drop it right there. Arcane Conduit as well. Squig hoppers are ready. We feasted on the souls of some of those spearmen, so let's go ahead and jump on the handgunners back here now. It's a pretty good curse. And we'll drop our first wave of fanatics, which hopefully will tear through a lot of models. And good, just gonna start shooting in there. Let's have some fun. These squig hoppers can slam into those guys, and we need to kite back a little bit with them. So Scarsnik does have Spied at a Bad Moon. Let's go ahead and pop that here. And it looks like our characters are actually being assailed here by this this lord. So we'll say he needs stabbing, which is certainly very true. It's a very accurate statement. Squig hoppers have descended on the back line. And that's the thing, like, having those squig hoppers is just such good value for being able to get in there and just, like, really take apart a back line. We'll get a couple dudes in there as well. Hammer of Gork, shoot you guys. I don't know if there's any greatswords back here. I think there might be. I think it's mostly crossbowmen and ranged tools. You guys take them out. Cool. Shoot here. Our little big boss taking a little bit too much damage, but that's okay. It looks like the enemy lord is down for the count. We can fermented fungi these guys and potion of toughness to heal up a little bit. And the queen, we're probably going to get rid of the queen anyways. Just to save money. Oh my god. No, no, not like this. Not like this. Get away. Okay, I was just totally spaced out. Sometimes you just get so comfortable here in these battles that you just forget that the AI can actually fight back. Alright. Cool. Charge over here. Go for these guys. Avoid the greatswords if we can. Took a lot of unnecessary damage this battle, and it looks like our little dude is shattered, but as long as he lives, that's all that really matters for us. Okay, so those Empire Knights are taken care of. We'll get the Arachnarok Spider chasing them down. And the little Goblin Big Boss is actually getting beaten up as well. Let's pull him back. And do we have any magic? We don't, actually, because we screwed up. That's fine. Let's get you guys in. So you guys shooting into this position. Squig hoppers can just feast on their souls. And yeah, there should be army losses soon. Yeah, a little bit of sloppy play, but it's okay. Doesn't really matter too much. Going to be army losses, and yeah, we'll disband the spider now, the queen, which will give us a huge boon to our economy. And then we'll replace it with like some goblins or something good like that. KARAK should be hitting level 2, which means we'll be able to get the big boss too. The Black Orc Big Boss, of course, comes with his own slew of buffs, which can be quite useful. And obviously, with Goblins character spam, I mean, I think a Fanatic Doomstack would actually be pretty good in the late game. Not against single entities, but if you have like 10 Fanatics and like 8 Goblin Archers, I feel like it would be pretty good. But I don't know. Little Goblins are getting up there on the chevrons, so man, look at them. They're earning their keep. Ernst von Wolfen once again pays the troll toll. And Occupy, yeah, for sure. Get the Plucker's Penchant. Let's upgrade this. We're going to have Rebellion here soon, it looks like, especially with the vampires trundling about. And now we can go ahead and get rid of the Queen, which immediately puts us up to a feasible income. And we can re-recruit it eventually, down the road, if we so desire. Probably Red Tree is going to be the way to go for Scarsneck. Drip and Tips, the Nasty Skulker. We'll do this, because we will probably have some ambushes as this campaign does progress. And even if we had lost this little goblin, he's immortal. The Immortal Goblin. Quite a thing, huh? So, yeah, we can recruit some Stone Trolls and things like that. I think I'm just going to grab some more Goblin Archers for now. And a Biggin is doing biggin things here. Let's see if we can get a peace treaty out of them yet. Not yet, man. You guys just need to be beaten to a pulp, huh? I guess if we raise this giant city, it might incentivize them to chill out a little bit. We can get a third army now, too, if we want. We could get just like a Goblin stack, as long as we can get a Mushroom Addicts character. Okay, these are the greenskins here. Let's go see if like we can see the extent of their territories. Well, anyways, he'll head on over here and join this this Night Goblin. Cool. So let's go ahead and fight this. I'm probably going to edit this out. I'm just going to fast forward most of it because it's actually super one-sided despite the circumstances. Yeah, you can see the wall strength's even beat up and everything. So I'm going to do this real quick, guys, and we'll see you after the battle is said and done. All right, no surprise there. The city has fallen to our cunning tactics. 2800. I don't know, the thing is, it's kind of a cool city. Like, it does give us buffering into the Badlands, but, like, it's uninhabitable. Not uninhabitable, but it's, like, an unpleasant climate for our little goblins, which I kind of just want to raise it to get a little bit of fightiness and some scrap. It does look like it's a high-level city, but we're going to raise it. It's fine. Let's get some scrap. That's what we're going to say. Yes, that'll set back the Border Princes as well. Got some level up. Let's level up the boys. Dodgy Geezer is funny, but I don't know if we need to bother with it. Footagork, that's what I'm talking about. Actually, magical reserves are better to get initially, and then we'll get Footagork, because Brainbuster is functionally the same thing. Cool. You guys want to take a peace treaty now? No, not yet? Okay, maybe next turn. We'll give you another run at it here. So public order is stable here. Up at KARAK, it may stabilize once we get that going. Scarsneck should be able to deal with that. KARAK, we can get growth and obedience. We have a lot of good buildings coming up here. Our economy is actually looking decent, and I think it's about time to maybe... I'm so attached to the Biggin, but it's so expensive. But he's actually kind of vulnerable right now. Let's go into raiding camp. What are we doing? Yeah, we could be raiding right now. We'll keep it for like a turn or two, and then we'll get rid of it. Because in case an army comes for him, it's pretty much going to be his only saving grace down there. Because the rest of his army is pretty junky. All right, guys, that's it for the turn. I don't think there's any trading partners we can establish or anything. Not really. And I have no idea where Grimgor's hanging out. He's just been like an elusive prey this entire time. I mean, I know that where their capital is and all that stuff, the Black Crag, but... Let's move up north. I would assume he's like around there. Because Grimgor is going to be our fresh fish. I suppose we'll find him eventually anyways when we go to 8 Peaks. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. We could get some Stone Trolls too. Stone Trolls are pretty expensive upkeep-wise though. Yeah, we'll think about it. Alright guys, see you in the next turn. A Wild Border Prince army has appeared out of the shadows to take out our poor southern city here. So now we know where he's lurking, so we can hunt him down with our Warg Smasher, who needs to come home anyways. He's a little bit overextended, so we'll make the journey back home. Vlad looks like he's gone to do his own thing. We have this army that can almost reach us. We could reach that city right now, so we'll probably go take that out. I'm sick of these border princes. Oh, and the Skaven have declared war on us too, huh? Wow, how dare you, man? That's fine. We'll take Skavenblight. It's a nice big city. So I guess the big end is here to stay for a turn or two at least. We hard march. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. So we'll underway. I think that Skaven army is mostly, like, even in our tattered state, I'm pretty sure we could beat them, so... We'll go here, we'll stabilize that land. We definitely want to get a peace treaty with the princes, though, and yeah, it looks like the Skaven are coming in pretty hard now. So could I get a peace treaty with the princes is the thing. Don't want it yet. Maybe I just gotta, like, pull back with Scarsnick and hope that they don't come here again. If I leave, we're gonna have an insurrection. So we have a knowledgeable Great Shaman. Mushroom Addicted is, like, the best. It's so good for this faction. I mean, it's 15% extra, but knowledgeable is so good. It's for everything. Oh, they're both so good. I would like to get a Catchweb Lord, too. Someone on the Shrine. So we could get a Lord in KARAK and just get him, like, a bunch of Goblins. Although it's really going to tank my my income. Yeah, by 1,000. We're going to be in the pits for a couple turns, which I suppose isn't the worst thing, especially if I go raise this. Yeah, the Skaven, how does this army look? Okay, it's really small. KARAK Buffdar is moderately walled. You might be able to actually win that fight. Okay, that's a good thing. Fester Spike is here. So let's actually move down and just like keep smashing the princes. Like we gotta get him to chill out a little bit. Hopefully it's not occupied. If it is, we'll deal with the army, of course, but that should be an easy auto-resolve there. Yeah, come on, Skarsnik, let's do this. Why is that not easy? Man, this game hates goblins. Alright. Alright, so we'll fight this. We're going to edit this out, though, because it's going to be an absolute squash. I mean, it's base level state troops with some chevrons. Alright, guys, we'll see you in the battle. We'll see you after the battle. Wish us luck. So yeah, I literally routed that Border Prince army in like the first 15 seconds of fast forwarding, just with like the archers and the squigs collapsing on the back line. Man, yeah, the auto-resolve certainly would have been better, I suppose, if I still had the queen, but yeah, we trying to keep the cost down a little bit and be able to afford a third army of cheap gobos who can fend off these stupid attacks. All right, so, ooh, buddy, we're definitely going to sack that. It's going to help support our war efforts, and maybe now we can get a peace treaty out of them. Now I guess they need one more turn of being taught a lesson. So from now, we have the Skaven here, who hopefully can be fended off. We can upgrade KARAK Buffdar, but it looks like the rats want to take that. Not surprised. KARAK Norn doesn't really have anything. KARAK Hearn is going to have some issues with Rebellion here this next turn. Giant River Troll Hag. Going to come down to join Scarsneck's army, so he can actually move a little bit more over here. And then the River Troll Hag should be able to embed. So what do we want to get rid of? So attached, yeah, just the Goblin Archers. Come, mighty River Troll Hag. The other Hag is going to make her way. She could actually go to KARAK Hearn and be the caster for this new army we're about to get. So let's go ahead and get now those heroes. Night Goblins, Cunning and Aggressive. Orc. Yeah, I mean, we basically need to get the Mushroom Addicts. I'm trying to get like the combo where everything's super cheap. Yeah, so let's do that. We can help deal with the Rebellion. Hopefully, we can recruit some cheapo units. Get you, and then we could recruit the Route Marcher. It's fine. So with this character, what we're going to do is we're going to get the big old hag in there. I think we have some new heroes we can recruit too. Let me make sure. No, it looks like we're at our capacity. That's fine. Skarsnik got to level up on his little goblin man, the hero of the people, steel technology, but basically just get every ability, it seems like. So we'll just continue on, I guess. Skarsnik can march. I mean, what's there to be afraid of? Get a little bit closer. Maybe we'll be able to hit Dvorak next turn. So this guy should be able to deal with the insurrection when we recruit some RORs. We should be able to deal with the Skaven and then take Skavenblight. I don't think it'll be too hard with Warg. He's pretty damn strong. Yeah, we got the Rebellion there. No way of dodging that. And I guess we might as well start leveling this up. Because, like, I don't know if the Skaven will be able to take that. I think with our garrison, we should be able to fend them off. We don't need public order here. Raiden camp is always useful. Growth is quite prevalent. Oh, we have a unique building here. Cool. Let's take the Gobbo Sawmills. Very nice. All right, guys, that's it for the turn. We'll try and get a peace treaty with the Border Princes next turn, but honestly, it's actually working out pretty well for us because we're able to just crump them, like, nonstop. Down in the Badlands, we have our Goblin. He's just going to head north and explore these glorious, treacherous lands, see if we can discover anything fun. The Greenskin's doing pretty well, but yeah, I mean, their conflict with the Dwarves is cool. I mean, I'm not having to deal with it, which is nice. And that's it, guys. We'll see you in the next run. All right, so the Skaven are here. Bounce power is pretty bad for me, but that army kind of sucks. I mean, it's all gold chevron stuff, which is, yeah, strong, but I think with my sheer numbers, I can win. All right, guys, we'll see you in the battle. Time to punish some of these Skaven for their insolence. Alrighty, so we got the Skaven. So a big brick of disgusting goblins here. Okay, you guys, I don't think I have any fanatics, do I? Ooh, oh, those storm vermin are gonna pay. Big boss, we'll get the night goblins, kind of backing them up. We have trolls as well. Trolls will be useful. Pretty poor leadership, but we really just need to shut down the like the weapons teams. Those guys are nasty, nasty business. All right, start battle. So they're going to be attacking us. I think they saw some Jazales. Let's go ahead and move over here. So Warp Grinders, yeah, Rattling Gunners, Warp Lock Jazales, and Warp Fire Throwers. Those guys are really the pains in the butt we got to deal with. Jazales will be shooting Goblins, which I suppose favors us. We're going to move up the hill to, like, try and get the high ground position on them. What are these? These are Storm Vermin? Yeah, Storm Vermin are just going to chase Wolf Riders, which is fine. All right, so we should be in position in just a moment. Let's go ahead and get these archers to start shooting the warp grinders here. And we could send the trolls in to just start pounding the warp grinders too and try and like get them to proc their business. Go here, pull you guys onto the Jezzail teams. And you guys can go ahead and get on those rattling gunners. We'll send one under, one over. Very good. So the storm vermin should get wrecked by those guys. We'll send in one group of rats to go deal with that. And it looks like the warp fire throwers, of course, are a pretty substantial issue for us. Yeah, we got some frontline fighting as well. Good. So weapon teams will get shut down here. These guys should be able to fanatic those rats into another dimension. And it looks like they just used a nuke. Okay, they just nuked their own stuff. That's very Skaven. And great. So yeah, the warpfire throwers are a problem. We need to shut them down. They're doing a lot of damage. Let's get the troll told to go over there. So the weapons teams have been pressured. The fanatics unfortunately got wrecked on the high ground because my micro did lapse for a second. We'll go ahead and jump on them if we can with the wolf riders. Yeah. Go after the lord too. Get some gobos going there. Gobos. We have all of our archers more or less intact. So let's go ahead and start pouring into them. That's what you get, you stupid rats. That's what you get. Yes, make them pay the troll toll. Of course, some fanatics. Send a message. Trolls should be able to polish those guys off. Archers will wreck the storm vermin. No surprise there. Move you guys over. Man, I can't believe they nuked us. Forgot about how annoying Akit Claw is in campaign. I only ever played as him. I haven't really had to face Akit in too many of my campaigns here. So we're gonna like chase to the point where like stuff doesn't come back. It's really important to do that. Because otherwise this Skaven army is gonna like start raiding our territories and all this other crap. So the archers up on the high ground have done their job. Skaven do have the scurry away mechanic. Let's move you guys over here. Those guys have been wiped out fully. There's 4 storm vermin there. That should be fine. We'll chase these ones. And the lord, we just want to get him low, but not to the point of absolute abyss punishment. So those guys are being chased by mobile units. We have them up on the high ground who need to be chased. All right, guys. So a little bit of cleanup here, and we'll see you guys after all is said and done. A little bit of a mistake. I was looking at my phone and I accidentally let my army kill the lord. Well, you know, he might have been leveled up, right? So I suppose there's some justification for that. I was just like checking my texts while the trolls were just clubbing on that poor Skaven. That's good though. Our garrisons can fend off like minor Skaven armies, at least in these southern territories. Like if I couldn't, that'd be really bad. All right, so they've been defeated. The mighty Scalpite. Maybe a couple more battles like that, and we can get a. You know, I really thought Akit Claw would want to be homies, but I guess not. You know, it looks like there's some random Skaven lord here. We definitely can't beat that. Yeah. Akit's armies are so like random and all over the place, I feel. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to march stance away, so hopefully we can head them off. Warg is going to have his hands full, because now we have an all-out war over here with the Skaven. So I suppose that's the next part of our conquest, is to crush the Skaven, take Skavenblight, maybe settle these coastal territories here. As much as I don't want to take them, it's we're not being left with too many choices. All right, so they're offering a peace treaty, which is great. So we can now counter, demand payment. All right, I'll receive this payment. Yeah, I'd rather not like be dealing with this crap. It is a Dwarven Rebellion up there too. Dwarven Rebellions are quite gross. All right, cool. Got a little bit of dough. Yeah, now we can really focus our sights on the prize. So Warg, again, will be the defender of the realm. He'll go squash these threats, no problem. We got a rebellion in the mountains here that is currently a couple dwarves. So we join you in the army. I don't know if I'll still be able to reach after she joins. I always forget about that. Yeah, we can. Cool. So yeah, we'll just get some RORs and just go crump them, and then we'll disband them. RORs are super good for that. We got a potion of healing too, so Scarsnick's pretty much geared out, but Warg needs some. It's been a while since we've played dress up with this goblin here. We have that enchanted item, potion of healing, ward save. Yeah, so now he's got some better utility for some of the fights to come. Skaven are running, no surprise there. Cowardly rats. Let's go ahead and repair this. Get a little bit of economy going here. We're certainly teetering on the edge of rebellion. But Crimson Killers should be enough to just crush that treacherous rebellion here, yeah. We have some more stuff. The Orc War Boss, we can't even recruit Orc units yet, so there's not really too many points for that. We could go for the... Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good up top, too. Pointier Rocks, what is that? Doom Divers, ammunition for all of our artillery, which we do not have. Arachnic Spider Claw. It's for Black Orc. Look at that. Scrap upgrades for Black Orc Squig Herds. Let's do that, actually. That'll be fun. We can get our Squigs all sauced out. And for you, we'll give you the Crimson Killers. And what else do we need to probably win this? I think it's just like Dwarf Warriors mainly. But let's just get one more thing to make sure it's like an absolute done deal. At least these are goblins, so you'll get upkeep production on them, and we'll get the Logie Bogies Spore Splotus, which actually don't count as goblin units. A bit of a shame. Alright, so hopefully we can just auto-resolve these guys. I really hope so, please. Okay, great. Cool. So the rebellion is squashed by Gnarla Squigbeard. Oh, that's a pretty great name. Take a little bit of dough, it's fine. Cool. Look at that, man. We're on the up and up here. The River Troll Hag, of course we want her as a caster. We want to get as quickly as possible to Purple Sun. So the upkeep on the Crimson Killers is definitely not worth keeping. So this guy can just fall back here. Be the Warden of the North here. Logie Bogies we could disband, and we can disband you too. We don't need all this stuff. We have a Waaagh too. I mean, I don't know. We could go after the Skaven. What's their strength rank? 66? Yeah, okay. I guess not. Because that'll give us a small trophy. The dwarves are probably pretty high strength rank. Let's check. Yeah, 1. Okay. That'll give us the biggest trophy, but Scarsnick could do that. You know, he could go on his own little Waaagh here. Now that we've made a peace treaty with these guys. I'm going to go see if I can find Grimgore, though. That's the real prize. I mean, rushing KARAK Apex is fine, but the penalty isn't too bad right now. Crushing the dwarves from the north could be a decent, viable tactic, too. Just backdooring and taking the KARAK. Although I would imagine at this point they probably have pretty scary armies, so we're going to have to be really, really kind of gamey with everything. So we'll get to big lads, I think. This gives us ambush success chance. This gives us untainted. The big lads is going to be something that will come in due time. We got the River Troll Hag. She'll get replenished troops first. In this army, because we already have a caster who's somewhat decent. Hinder replenishment, whatever, it doesn't matter. KARAK, we have the public order upgrade. Very good. It's going to allow us to get another big boss, which we can throw in this guy's army. And we could recruit a couple goblins, which I think wouldn't be a bad idea, to give him a fighting force against further incursions. Now you, the Skaven armies are fleeing for the hills. This will be our own territory here, so we'll still get some replenishment there. Perfect. So we should be able to head off this army. He may attack us with both, which he would get wrecked for sure. All right, I think that's looking good. We got a lot of upgrades going. Our main territory is stable. We do have a Waaagh now. Declaring on the dwarves is pretty ballsy. Because then I'm kind of on a clock to get to KARAK. KARAK is an absolute pain to deal with too. I mean, I could obviously have some fun buddying up with Grimgore here. Do an old school confederation, but I don't think that's worth it. All right, so Warg is down here. We have the Squig Hopper upgrades next turn, so we can go ahead and sauce out our Squigs. Public order here is 7. Should stabilize here, it's good, and KARAK it's totally fine as well. Because of Gnarla Squigbeard, what a hero. Yeah, you can see these guys only are 56 upkeep, so it's pretty darn cheap. Yeah, Scarsneck, I suppose we just head to the east and prepare to do battle, because I think these other two lords can handle our domestic problems. Alright, Scarsneck, let's get that hard march going, bud. You can probably switch back to normal stance in case we get attacked. Alright, so a Waaagh army would be good. Do we want to get Stone Trolls? I'm feeling pretty good about the army. The Squig Hoppers, though, I'm so attached to them. Could be my downfall. Could certainly be my downfall. Alright, guys. That's it for now. Let's recruit an ROR here. We can go ahead and give him some Lava Spider Rider archers, just to get a little bit more kind of punch over there, some mobility. And yeah, that's it for the turn. We'll see you in the next one. So I failed to spot an ambush, which is fine. Obviously, these Skaven armies think they're actually strong, but they're not. But we're going to get caught in an awkward position, I guess. Yeah. Warg should be able to win this. I would be very surprised. I feel like Debiggen could, unless this is a new army I didn't see. I mean, he could nuke us, too. It is Ikit Claw. Yeah. Treacherous Skaven Curs. Look at him on his little squig with its happy tongue. Are they already cheating and using magic on us? How dare they, man? Alright, so first things first, we pull the archers back and we just get the melee kind of forces ready to party. Debiggen is here and he can just start moving in. Let's get you guys around the back. Squig Hoppers can be, yeah, just getting ready to go around the back as well. Alright, we just need to kind of pull back and get our bearings here. We can send in some basic goblins as sacrifice. And our hero characters, we can pull them back, send in some goblins to sacrifice to the Horned Rat. Move you guys into the Storm Vermin, and you guys can now go into the Skaven Slave Slingers, and you guys can kind of peel up and around the back. Very good. Alright, so we got some goblins in there being sacrificed, as is expected. Let's go ahead and start shooting some of the clan rats here, just whatever we can get our paws on. And we definitely want to get a brain buster, so let's go ahead and do that right here in the Storm Vermin. Yeah, the back line, we just want to crush it. Just absolutely crush it if we can. Take all those guys out. Squig Hoppers can intercept for now. We'll get our characters and go after this little Skaven assassin. So the characters should be in group 1. And everything looks fine so far. Very good. Yeah, the big ones, fighting Storm Vermin. That's what it does. It fights things. It crumps. It enjoys life. Oh, those are Gutter Runner Slingers. Yeah, we gotta shut them down if we can. Alright, so let's pull back. Looks like there could be some magic witchcraft that's about to take foot here. What is going on with that Skaven character there? Very strange looking thing. Let's charge into those storm vermin, see if we can polish them off. Reform these archer ranks, reform you guys. And start shooting into the storm vermin here. And I think our characters should be able to win this. Especially with the potion of healing too, that we do have active. It's a good thing we kept the big one also. Like if we didn't have the big one, that could be pretty painful. Gutter runners are just such an annoying unit. One of the most annoying units. Alright, let's go ahead and brain bust those guys again. Probably should have overcasted it, but it's okay. We're kind of low on health anyway, so I suppose we gotta be careful. Shoot you guys. Biggin can start throwing some rocks. You can go chase off those slingers, what's left of you guys. And let's just kind of keep pushing back here. Yeah, this one's in the bag. We're definitely polishing off the Skaven army, and with this, we should be able to just kind of lick our wounds. And looks like the potion of healing didn't equip, though, for some godforsaken reason. I don't know why. Anyways, let's go. He's a squid character, so he's going to be pretty good against those units. Pull back the archers. And yeah, you can see a little bit of kite going down on the far side. We'll pull a hard switch and just run those guys over. Alright, so the big one is throwing boulders, but let's go ahead and move him into combat here. And now we have an assassin, so let's go ahead and see if we can get him. Do we have they need stabbing yet on this guy? We don't. He's pretty green to this mighty war. Take him out. The big one can come in and smash that Skaven Lord. We did get the skirmishers here, it looks like, but we don't want to be taking excessive casualties where we don't need to. So let's pull him back to our main ranks now and just kind of form up. Double good. Let's go get this guy. So the Skaven Assassin is dead. Taking out the heroes is like by far one of the most valuable things. Pull you guys back to keep them intact. Get some archers. Can chase. Can chase. Let's actually pull you guys under and try and chase off what we can. So they have clan rats with shields, so we'll get our spider riders to go chase them off. Because we want to, you know, take out as much as we possibly can. They're going to disappear, they're going to disappear, so we'll get one of you guys here, one of you guys here on these guys. I think we have some dudes coming back on the far side of the map too. Great, so the archers can start wasting on the storm vermin now. Even though they are shielded, it doesn't really matter too much. We'll let that guy live, because obviously we want to be dealing with a much weaker army when the time does come. The big one can throw some boulders. I don't know, he's kind of earning his keep, you know? Like, I wanted to get rid of him, but I feel like he's really making the AI pay the troll toll here. Great, so we can ignore that army now. Pull over here on the warp fire throwers. Pull you guys back and get you squigs charging in there. Although, yeah, they're pretty much point of no return here. Put you guys over on the top. Storm vermin! Down you go, ratsies. And collapse in the back. Take out those gutter runners if possible. Fix our archer lines. Being a little bit lazy with that, but that's okay. We can get some magic going. Vindictive or Gaze and Mork. I always get those two confused. What are those, storm vermin with halberds there? Cool. We get our swig hoppers to go chase them down. How many we got left here? 15, so we still need to chase a little bit more to make sure those units don't come back. It's a good thing we recruited those RORs too. Pretty useful. Alright, I think that's it. So from here, it's just clean up, guys. And I'm going to chase a little bit, spare you guys the watching, and we'll be back in just a second. That'll teach them to ambush the mighty Warg Dwarf Smasher. Take the 900 Gs, because we're kind of living on the edge here with our economy, which is, you know, I too like to live dangerously. Still in the negative, but if we keep, especially if we sack Skavenblight, it's probably going to have like 100,000 gold. I think we got to upgrade some of the units in the army too. I wish Skavenblight was a little bit higher on the strength rank so I could declare Waaagh on it. It would be a much easier Waaagh than some of these other ones, but it is what it is. So yeah, I think we'll just declare on the dwarves just to get the extra forces on all of our armies now. I think that's the smart play. Got 15,000, we're losing a little bit per turn, but it's nothing really to write home about. And yeah, now he's just going to be healing. Very good. Level 12. We'll get this, go down that tree. Big boss does not have, they need stabbing yet. Get scavenge, that's really good for the post-battle loot. We actually got 2 levels. Elusive. And the orc is level 10. And now we'll get a big old erect foot of Gork. So what recruitment options do we have here? We have some Waaagh units we could get. We could get like the Swamp Things, but they're 350. The Spider will be available. Yeah, honestly, the Goblins are just so cheap. I suppose we just keep them. But now we do actually have upgrades for the Squigs, which is cool. So we can do some scrap upgrades. The Saddles give some armor and speed, and the Blinkers give some charge bonus. Let's go for the charge bonus. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. So these Squigs have a charge bonus of 71 now, which is quite scary. Yeah. Alright, let's do that in Scarsnick's army too. That'd be really nice against the dwarves. The extra armor is nice, but I think Squigs, it's all about the offensive kind of punch. So much fun. I'm so happy I get to use Squigs this campaign. I know it's not the most efficient way to play the game, but it's really, really fun. And if if you can do it on Legendary, whatever, I suppose it's decent, right? So let's get you going. Let's get all the upgrades. I don't know if we have surplus for all of this. And now I suppose, we declare a Waaagh. Border Princes are still 71. We're currently 43. KARAK is like got one of the most annoying garrisons on the planet to deal with. especially for this type of an army. I mean, I guess we got the goat plucker now, and with the Waaagh forces, it should be a little bit more efficient. So for you, I think we just kind of sit and lick our wounds. For now, we have another level up. Let's get that foot agoric all jammed out. We can recruit another goblin archer there. Yeah, that's fine. So public order here, hopefully will stabilize in time. It looks like there's provincial instability, but that's going to be something that will be remedied in a moment. And it looks like Gnarless Squigbeard is totally fine. Who are we at war with? Let's actually go ahead and see if we can mitigate some of our problems, conflicts. Scryer, Wood Elves, Golden Order. I mean, Golden Order probably should take a peace treaty. I mean, but if they don't, you know, Squigman can just go, like, sack their territories and stuff. He's just sitting idle. I think we'll declare a Waaagh on the dwarves, which would be good. So we're obviously going to buff our missile units, although we have a ton of squigs. Select targets, yeah. So the dwarves, are we at war with them even? Because that's going to open up a whole can of worms, actually. No, they're at war with the greenskins, but the greenskins... Who are we at war with? I mean, what are the Wood Elves situation? Are they strength rank 30? Okay, I want to get to biggest trophy. Skaven are pretty weak. I mean, we could declare Waaagh. That's a very accomplished, like something we can accomplish for sure. And the biggest trophy does unlock some really cool, man, because this pulls us into conflict with the Dowie, which I don't know if they'll get too crazy coming at us, but they might. You know what? The thing is, I could backdoor KARAK. I could just like move over there and not declare war. That's probably the smart play. Let's go see what's cracking up there first before we make our decision. Because again, this does put us down to you know, a lower kind of a status. Yeah, it looks like there were some big battles here fought soon recently. We can't secure this full territory. KARAK is up there. I really want to declare it on the Skaven, but it does give us a really winky-dinky trophy because they're quite weak. 81 would give us, I think, like, kind of a trophy. Yeah, it's not going to be great. I could declare it on the Mutinous Gits, too. Scarsneck also, part of me wants to just go for KARAK, or KARAK Peaks. I mean, I think the rats still own it. So we could just declare on the rats, too, Clan Moors, because we have to do that anyways. The dwarves are just trundling about. Looks like they have Iron Rock. Yeah, let's not fight the dwarves until we have to, I suppose. So we're going to go ahead and underway. Skarsnik is going to begin his journey for the 8 peaks here. How far can we get if we go march stance?
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
If we go hard march, we just get like just across the river. Yeah, underway is just as efficient. Well, trespassing the border princes, we don't care about that. So yeah, we have our defender now. I think, yeah, saving the Waaagh for 8 peaks might be better. Because I'm pretty sure Clan Moors is probably like, let's check their strength rank. Yeah, 4. So that accomplished, that basically metaphorically takes out 2 Skaven with 1 stone there. And Warg will be able to win this battle. So once we get close to KARAK peaks, we will declare the Waaagh. We're going to kind of save it, the back door. Because right now the rats, you know, don't know we're coming for it. We're going to try and be cunning. Local, oh, that would have been good to get before. Recruit rank for all units. Up here we have the pointier rocks. Income from raiding and sacking settlements. That's pretty good. How's our finances? 11,000. Yeah, we'll get this for now. Oh man, but I really do want to get the upkeep production. That's so good. Gorker Mork. It's for Savage Orc units. I mean, none of this stuff here is super useful. Rachnik is alright, but honestly, he's like, the spider units, like, yeah, it's fine. Oglock the Terrible will be quite good once we get, I guess it's just boar units, though. Oh, man, he's not even that cool, but I guess we'll just get him. Rachnik, though, does open up Beyond Counting. Yeah, I think doing this and just getting to the Beyond Counting is going to be pretty essential. All right, so that's it for the turn. Being a little bit cautious with our Waaagh here. We don't know where the Empire shall emerge from, but if they do emerge, we're certainly going to be prepared. And hopefully we can kind of stabilize our economy first. We have the giant Herbitral Hag here, and I think we have some more recruitment options for big bosses. I think we had one in this region, like another one we could recruit. No, doesn't look like it. All right, guys, that's it for the turn. Sorry for the long one. Just a lot of thinking, big thinking going on here. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. So I actually got a message for a Waaagh failing, and I thought it was mine. I was like, no, but it was actually one of the AIs, which is fine. So can I reach this? It looks like I can. I'm pretty sure that's owned by the rats. We have, you know, we have a very rare sighting of a friend here. We can go into raiding camp no matter what. So let's move down here and just squash these stupid rats. There's tons of vampiric corruption, but what do they have here? Yeah, Wicked Claws. Pathetic army. Pathetic. Go here. What do they have? So they have like a ton of stuff. That's fine. Should be okay with our squigs. It is a siege battle, so maybe we just break the siege and go into like Raiden camp. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have lightning strike with this army, I don't think yet. Something I should have been doing, but I think I was working towards it. What is this? Yeah, settlement garrison is kind of fat. It's like annoying units too against me. Skaven are just so annoying. Let's break the siege. We'll just go into Raiden camp. And hopefully the Skaven will come fight me in the open field here. And, God, I really want to... What's their strength rank now? 80 still. Alright, so let's go into Raiden camp. We can move a little bit further back. He might come with these two armies. I mean, it's pretty weak sauce. Raiden camp will let us heal here. We could do the Waaagh. I wonder if I have to declare war with the Waaagh. Something to think about as well. Alright, so replenish troops. Let's get that because it may be useful here. Taking out Fort Saul would be nice too. The fort battles are really, really obnoxious. Alright, so Scarsneck is going to head into the Badlands. And he's heading down. Yeah, we're trespassing a little bit, Grimgore. I'm sorry. It has to be done. But yeah, going to war with Clan Moors is going to be an unfortunate kind of side effect of all this stuff here. I think we can get some garrison action built here. Get you upgraded. And hopefully, yeah, we'll be able to get some dough here. The rating does offset that a little bit too, which is nice. So sneak in gives us hero action reduction. Yeah, we need to get this. Oh man, we need to get that. It's so good. I guess we'll get that. It does help us spam our agent actions and stuff like that. From here, I guess maybe Ikit might come. I mean, the AI seems to just like give no shits about my army. And 8 peaks, we're on the way. We should reach it in a couple turns, and then we can declare our Waaagh. Although maybe I should just declare it now. Am I going to be able to do this? 8 peaks? Do I have to? I actually have to see Clan Moors to do it. Yeah. Okay. So we'll declare that as we get a little bit closer. I mean, if I declare the dwarves, and then go for 8 peaks, I probably won't be able to accomplish it. And I really do want to get the high tier trophy. All right. So he's hanging out here in Narla. I could probably disband some of these units. I mean, they're so cheap. It's quite insignificant. It's nice to have a force in case like Yelt or the Empire decides to come down. All right, guys, that's turn. All right. So the wretched Skaven have spread a plague, I believe, in some of my provinces. It looks like. And it seems like the Skaven are actually... Oh, this is good. I could actually pull him out. I could pull the garrison out of the city. It's a pretty nice city there, actually. And what does the garrison look like? Ogres and different things like that. I mean, Debigan will be very, very strong here. But it does have some dudes. I don't have Lightning Strike here yet. We're working towards it. I could go to Skavenblight right now and just like say, screw you guys. I'm going home. Underway stance gets me right next to Skavenblight, like literally right up in its face here. Yeah, I might actually be able to reach Skavenblight. I mean, these two Skaven armies are so sad. I don't think they could even take my, like... Yeah, look at the plague. Ugh. The damn wretched rats, man. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a peace treaty is, like, the right play with the rats? No. Okay. All right, Ikit. We're going to have to give you the good old 1-2 punch. So Scarsneck is going to head across to KARAK 8 peaks. I can smell it. We're getting pretty close. This army should be able to retake it. We got the blinders on all our squigs here. Let's go ahead and put the blinkers. Sorry, blinders, not blinkers. We have level up here on this character as well. Nastier squigs. I mean, get the free arcane unforging. It's actually pretty good. Free magic, man. Yeah, the garrison's looking pretty sweet in our main provinces. Public order here is tanking, but our other character, and see, this is the thing. This is why we keep this guy here, because he can cover both territories very, very easily. Like, he can jump over and deal with a rebellion here, like, no problem. But we're actually going to be having economic problems here, so we really do need to pump our brakes on this and just use RORs when the time does come. Yeah, I mean, sacking this Skaven city would be very lucrative, but so would sacking Skavenblight. I don't think the rats will be able to get there to defend it in time, so we'll go here. But yeah, the swamp movement is really, really foul. If I go here, I'm going to have to fight 1,000,000 rats, including 2 lords. Although none of these guys are, like, upgraded, so maybe going for the city is the right play. Yeah, just, like, attack the guy here. Bring the garrison out into the open and then just go for the very tattered city because I have the squig forces to really chase them down.
Impossible.
Okay. Could go after Ikit Claw too. Here we go. It's going to be a dicey fight. I think we can win it. Especially since like we got the garrison out in open field now and we got like all these angry squigs with like a 1,000,000 charge bonus. Alright guys, this is going to be an important battle. We'll see you on the battlefield. Alright, and here we are. So considering it is Clan Scryer and they have nukes, I'm going to go ahead and deploy very differently than I usually do here. To be like a little bit more kind of tactical about things. So that's one, and then get you guys kind of offset here. So in case they nuke us, I don't want to like be like super bunched up, so we're going to just do like a kind of a checkered formation here. Get a couple gobos in reserve for when some of the rats do get through, because they obviously will eventually. Very cool. We have our characters who can go up and run interference with the Biggin. The Biggin here is going to be super important. Goblins can go screen as well. We got 3. I don't think there's any weapons teams. I think it was just mostly junk. So, start battle. So the Biggin can start throwing boulders at those clan rats. The garrison reinforcement should come in. Cool, let's move. Squigs, let's go feast on their souls. Feast, feast, feast. Hopefully we can head off what's here before reinforcements actually get there. Yeah, okay, perfect. So what is this, Ikit? No, that's the other guy. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so let's get our characters. They can go into melee and just take this guy out if we can. These are clan rat spears, which are kind of annoying for us here. And let's get our army kind of like squaring up to meet them here. These squig hoppers can take the high ground position. X is gonna give it to you, man. X is coming. X gonna give it to you. Yeah, those are mostly like just kind of weakish units anyways. So we have these guys who can pounce out. Big Boss should be able to catch this guy. What is this like effect we're seeing? Is he just like snuffing some warp zone stuff there? I have no idea. We'll hammer the spears. Let's stop them from getting back to their sweet, sweet allies. Those are gutter runner slingers too, so it's fresh fish, you know. This guy can start throwing boulders downtown at clan rats. It's really slow, so might as well. Yeah, hopefully we can just swarm these guys. Very good. So this Skaven Lord, we're definitely going to just take him out. And yeah, we have a lot of good magic. There are some ogres. Ogres will go down very quickly to my archers, though. Looks like some Skaven witchcraft. It's the brass orb. It's the brass orb. Let's get away from that situation, yeah. The warp lightning. Don't want to get zapped by that. Very good. So we got the gutter runners mostly shattered, and the Lord is being hunted, so we'll just let the big boss kind of hunt him down. Should be able to chase him off the map on his own. Into big in here. Let's pull you guys back. We have some brain busters. Let's go ahead and just drop it here. It's fine. Try and get as much utility as we can. Brain bust is such a good spell. This is like always going off. Yeah, we need to punish it for sure if we can. I think the other Lord, yeah. Let's put you in group 5. Have to keep chasing him. Don't want him coming back. Taking out Ikit Claw here first will be very nice. Let's pull away from the ogres if we can. And now we have our little squig man going after Ikit, and he's pretty good in combat, especially if Debiggin is nearby helping him. Got to make sure we don't blob up into nukes. Obviously, that's pretty important. But we want them to blob up on us. So we'll move up like this a little bit. Get these squigs kind of going around the back here. And these squigs can just be like frontal support. Alright, so we're fighting Ikit Claw. We have support. Debiggin is here, which is a great situation. We'll go ahead and pop this right in the middle of those troops. Kaboom! Hadouken! And let's sneak around the back with you lads if we can. Alright, so Ikit is getting stomped by Debiggin, but I'm also taking a little bit of damage, which is okay. And we can do a frontal charge right into the Skaven slaves. And archers can just start shooting. And yeah, we got layers upon layers of stuff, so we should be okay. Let's just get you guys here. Great. So these squigs come around the back. Let's go ahead and slam into the Night Runners here and slam into these Skaven slave slingers. And now we're taking a little bit of damage, so we have a potion there. Let's go ahead and overcast this so we can get the maximum punishment here. Should do a lot of damage. And I believe we have some support goblins we could pull in. Yeah, looks good to me. Cool, so the squigs getting kind of wrecked a little bit, honestly. We got to pull those guys back. We have been able to permeate the back line and do some good work. But the Biggin is something they don't have too many great answers for, it looks like. We'll go ahead and drop a foot of Gork there, too. And the Goblin Archers are pulling back. We have our little Fanatics as well, who are afflicted by the Brass Orb. Yeah, let's just kind of shoot into those Skaven lines if we can. But we need to pursue and do as much damage as we can, because we then have to take the city. But this is mostly garrison stuff, but it's still, like I said, very important to do what damage we can. So the big boss can come back. He chased off that other character. Let's get my dude to chase down Ikit. And it looks like they are actually penetrating a little bit here. Those are actually storm vermin, so we'll get some dudes shooting here. Pull you guys back. And good. So the goblins will take the beating for the most part. You guys, what are these clan rat spears? Yeah, we gotta watch out for that. I think the time of these squig herds, they've had a fun campaign, but it might be the end of the road for them. Let's make sure they can actually get away and start chasing some units here. We have another brain buster. Let's go ahead and drop it right here on these halberds. And man, Ikit Claw's a raid boss here. He's just not going quietly. So the archers are shooting. We're getting some good Daka, but those are mostly slingers, it looks like, that they have over there. Skaven slave slingers and things like that. Those Night Runners are broken indeed. Let's pull around, try and get on the ogres if we can. It's kind of a scary situation, actually. Let's see if we can deal with some archer play here. And Ikit Claw is still going strong. Come on. Come on, Biggin. Crump him. Give him the good old proper crumpin'. There's like one ogre left there. That's fine. Get these clan rats. Alright, so the squigs are hunting down the reserves. Just making sure none of these units will come back to haunt us later. Looks like my Orc Shaman did break, but not before we were rescued by all the archers there. Alright, let's do this. Looks like we were able to almost get him. Oh man, if we only had a little bit of magic to try and catch him. It's pretty fast in the flare. Maybe the squig herds can head him off. I'd like to actually take out Ikit, because he's just very powerful. Let's see if we can get him here. Looks good. Alright, so the archer lines are just unloading. We do have some Skaven troops who've gotten into our main battle lines. Squig herds are hunting on the flanks. Looks like we will be able to get Ikit here. We have our Waaagh now. Probably. I don't know how long I've had that for. I don't think it was that long. And we got some Storm Vermin with shields here. Pull the big end back to deal with those guys. And the archers. Yep, army losses. Cool. So Ikit, I'm pretty sure, is going to get punished here. So now, my friends, it's going to be some serious cleanup. So basically, I have to methodically like chase down all this stuff. We really want to look for like Storm Vermin and elite units like that are still like healthy. Like right here, we have 93 Storm Vermin. That's like super important to get. And these archers can chase here. And yeah, so I'm going to clean up, guys. We'll see you after all is said and done. Certainly a scrappy battle, but the day has been won by the Dwarf Smasher. All right, guys. See you in a minute. Yeah, the squigs certainly racked up some good kills. 204, 205, 108, 86. Yeah, performed well. I mean, the charge bonus on them is like 90, so it's like, you know, almost like an elite Bretonnian cav unit at this point. Still probably not optimal. I don't know. Their upkeep is so cheap, though. It's allowing me to have a couple armies here in the campaign and kind of the mid-game of this campaign. I think it's going to be one that probably goes over 120 turns, so just from kind of the way it feels. All right, so we'll take the replenishment. Honestly, we're in hostile territory. Every ounce of HP does help. And now, I mean, the garrison will still be functional. We'll have to go fight it, but it'll be a much easier fight now. So let's go ahead and level up the Foot of Gork. It's a really good spell. Get the little big boss leveled up as well. Cleansing Corruption actually could be useful here, to be honest. But we need they need Stabbing. That's the one that we were really looking forward to getting. So let's see what the siege situation looks like. Yeah, you can see the auto resolve is actually almost good for us. But if we auto resolve, we could lose some very important stuff. So we'll continue the siege and we'll fight it after we decide what we're going to do for the rest of the turn. There could be some pretty good sacking value here, but I think looting and occupying might be better. Damn. The damn Skaven and their filthy plagues. So he's good here. Scarsnick is heading to 8 peaks. We have a hero who hasn't moved. Let's go see what is up with KARAK. You see the garrison of KARAK is quite scary. I mean, we could win it, but like, yeah, I feel like getting 8 peaks to deal with this public order nonsense first is going to be the right play. And I wish we could see some clan more so we could frickin' just declare our Waaagh already. It would be so useful to have it, but yeah, I really want to make sure we get it on someone we're actually going to be fighting. And it will give us the biggest trophy because they are top 4. All right, so we're going to jump in. I'm going to just fast forward this and just send the big in with some of the archers and we'll beat it really quick. But we'll see you guys after the siege is over. All right, the battle is won. Only 1,800, man, that's a little disappointing. So I'm actually going to occupy this. We can have a couple cities like that. It's a big city, so it's not terrible. It does have a beast lair there too, I suppose. So we get growth and income from that. Probably just get another growth building. And yeah, the replenishment here is going to be super nice. Look at Ravager. Looks like they must have taken that city like recently, and that's why we didn't get the goodies. Ooh, Arcane Conduit. Yeah, buddy. Talk dirty. Talk dirty. Let's get him a War Boar. Be swift. Maneuver around the battlefield. Evade his foes. Get that, and that looks good. I mean, the Skaven have got to be really weak right now. I mean, yeah, their strength rank 90. I'm 31. Yeah, you can see they'll take a peace treaty now, but Skavenblight's actually a nice city, so I'm very comfortable with taking that. And I mean, how many settlements does Sartosa have? They have 2. Okay, so they just have these 2. That's fine. So we can take those from Sartosa when the time does come. So that wasn't as much of a financial boon as I would have liked. The rest of the turn is pretty much done. The Waaagh, currently we're just kind of sitting here, and honestly, it gives you massive growth. So if I just sit here, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It does prolong how long we get those juicy buffs for. Border princes are just chilling. I don't think they're going to want to declare war on us anytime soon. I don't think we can get trade with anyone. We're kind of just sad in that regard. And yeah, we can hopefully take these cities here. I mean, I could make peace with Skavenblight and then go and, you know, go elsewhere. But yeah, all right. So that will be the end of the turn, and we'll see you guys in the next one. You know, it just totally occurred to me that with the Waaagh, if I actually declared on the Skaven, I'm going to have to go and find their capital. It's not going to be like 8 peaks. Yeah, so maybe I should just declare the Waaagh on someone else, like Skavenblight, for example. As much as I want the big trophy, like KARAK is certainly a decent one too. But they're going to see it coming a million miles away. Yeah, all right. Well, I guess we'll just declare it on Skavenblight. It's not going to be the best, but See what tier of trophy we get. Yeah, they're strength rank 90 now, so the trophy's going to be so pitiful. Alright guys, and we're back. Sorry about that crash there. So currently we do have some filthy plagues afflicting us here, but like I was saying before, we have to get the capital right of the Clan Moors, which is like super far south, which we really don't want to be going on some epic quest just to tickle our Waaagh pickle. I could go against the Greenskins. Let's see how many territories Grimgor has. I mean, we're actually stronger than him. He only has 6 settlements. But what strength was he? He was 44. Yeah. Clan Moors would be nice for sure. The dwarves are really the breadwinner, and we don't want a failed Waaagh, but I guess we could do this. We could take KARAK 8 Peaks and then just like blitz up to the north, but I think we're just going to do Skavenblight and play it safe. Alright guys, I know it's a little bit laggy. There's so much going on here. So we're going to declare Waaagh. We're going to do... kind of a trophy do we get? Growth and casualty replen for all armies. That's actually really good. Yeah, might be better than the Dwarven one. The Dwarven one gives us weapon strength for all armies, which I guess isn't bad. We're going to go for Skavenblight. Yeah. And we'll declare it to Mork. Looks good. So now we have a Waaagh army, which is going to be getting progressively nastier, although it looks like they still suffer the attrition, which kind of sucks. We could move out of the attrition, out of the city here. We could go underway, which would make us immune to attrition, I believe. Doesn't look like we would suffer it there, but let's see if we would suffer it with basic movements. No. So he's going to underway. I think he's more or less healed up. I'd like to heal for one more turn. Although, every turn I wait is giving the Skaven more of a force to muster in Skavenblight. It sucks that the Waaagh army takes attrition. It definitely does. So what we could do is we could actually Waaagh up here. Waaagh up here. We could move up here. Do we take attrition in that territory? Does not look like we would. Cool. So we're going to move up here. Oh, did we do underway? Yeah, now they're not taking attrition, which is fine. The city obviously here has some public order issues, but that's something that will be fine. The Waaagh is active. Even this little guy is going to be getting a force as well, so he can go. And Scarsneck can now move on to KARAK 8 Peaks. And, man, we really can't get that far. I mean, if I hard march, can I get further? I feel like I will be able to. So let's check this. I mean, a hard march, what's down here that could attack me? I, too, like to live dangerously. Let's get Spirit Leech. Skarsnik has made his distance there. KARAK 8 Peaks will potentially be ours very, very soon. Warg is here. Going to be fulfilling our call to Waaagh. And we also have you. So let's bring you to KARAK 8 Peaks so he can damage the walls. And that'll be good. And that is it for the turn. So a couple more turns here, guys. And it looks like the plague is trolling all of our garrisons, but that's okay. Financially, we're in pretty bad shape, but Skavenblight will be a pretty lucrative raid there. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Icky Claw coming for a peace treaty. Oh, dude. You make me laugh. We're coming for you, dude. The Waaagh is pissed off, too. I mean, it's not going to be that many extra troops, but it certainly doesn't hurt. So we'll underway there. Or we could just move and go into Raiden Camp, too, which makes us immune to attrition. I suppose we probably should have just gone straight for Skavenblight and captured it like right now, because now Skaven are building up an army there. So that was probably a misplay, but it's all right. You know, we're having fun here. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and move. I like to move it. So yeah, we'll take attrition if we do that. Granted, we could move and go into Raiden stance. This makes us immune to attrition as well. I think it's like the same distance. Is this my territory? I think it is, yeah. So I don't want to raid myself. Alright, cool. So let's just underway here. Let's see if that makes my Waaagh army immune to attrition too. It does. Very good. So we're going to have a rebellion there soon. We don't really care, though. Honestly, if the rebels took it, I wouldn't blink twice. This guy's got his little Waaagh army here. We really need a big fight soon, though, because we're running out of dough. You're going to come here. KARAK 8 Peaks. We can't quite reach it. The underway, though. We can get fairly close. Well, the hard marching might be the way here. Yeah, it gets us like right into the gully. Yeah, I'm sure the Skaven have it. Scavenge. But we should be able to get it next turn. And yeah, I don't think we're going to run out of money right now. So yeah, a couple of big battles on the horizon, my friends. Unfortunately, we had to take a little bit of a limp Waaagh, but it's okay. A Waah's a Waaagh. We're not going to complain. When this guy gets a full stack, too, we could potentially just go take Fort Sol, which would be nice to have that. Something I've neglected for quite some time. I could upgrade this, but that's going to tank my economy. I think we're okay. We'll see you guys in the next turn. So over to the west, a wild Alberic has appeared. You can see Alberic de Wardalow here with a 20 stack. I don't think we're at war, though. No, he certainly is hunting his pirates. That is fine with me. So if we move regular, we won't get through the swamps. If we underway, we'll get there pretty quick. And looks like the Skaven are mustering an army there, but it should be pretty easy, especially with the big N. But this turn, we have to attack 8 Peaks, because if we don't, then basically... Ooh, we're actually going to have a rebellion there, like this next turn. Yeah, okay, good thing I was paying attention there, sort of. So we'll underway over. That's what this guy's for, basically. He's here to deal with that kind of nonsense. So he'll underway here, and he's got a Waaagh army too, so that should give us enough to actually squash the rebellion without having to spend any money. And 8 peaks will give us some dough as well, so let's go ahead and get the replenished troops. It's a really, really good ability. And now 8 peaks will be ours. The quest finally is potentially over here. So let's cancel the move. We'll get you. We'll assault the walls. Damage the walls. 87% chance of success. Clan Moors is probably pretty damn strong too. Yeah, we succeeded. Very good. So Clan Moors is strength rank 10. I'm 11, so honestly, yeah, we're both pretty good. Man, I really come up in the world, huh? I guess the Waaagh gives you like a really false inflation. Into replenishment. All right, Scarsneck, it's time to butter some bread. Sorry, Queek. And I think I'll auto-resolve this. Honestly, yeah, we like lost a Squig Hopper, which has been with us for a while, but like it's like the battle isn't that interesting. All right, guys. Oh my God. So we're gonna loot and occupy that. Yeah, because we need the money. 8 peaks is ours. Yes. All right, so we have a unique building here, the Deep Passageway. About time. Yeah, the battle's like, if KARAK 8 peaks had a unique battle situation, I'd be all about it, but it really doesn't. It's just like, you know, whatever. So we definitely want to get public order here. We don't need the gold. We need to get the public order building. And now we can recruit orc units. Those sneaking, stinking, wretched little gits that dared steal KARAK 8 peaks from under you have finally been done away with. Smashed and bashed and fed, bit by bit to Gobla. That looks good. It's all mine now. And now public order across the board. Oh yeah, that feels good. We have our Waaagh army too, which is a little bit damaged, but I don't think any like one force could really punish us here. Oh, that's so good and tasty. KARAK 8 peaks is ours. So now we need to kind of like try and calm the Skaven down and be like, hey guys, we were just kidding with that whole attack there, you know? We can be friends. Little Goblin Shaman is level 40. Let's get the Night Shroud. And for you, we definitely want to get you going up in the world. Oh, she's got 2 abilities too, so we can level up Doom and Darkness. It's a decent one. Actually, Replenish Troops is probably better here considering we need the replenishment. So, yeah, we just lost the 1 Squig Hopper, which is fine. Brings us to an even amount. We could get to Swamp Things to replace them, but we really don't need to. KARAK 8 peaks, man, that feels good getting that building. And we'll have it leveled up at the next tier here in a minute. Now we just got to basically have a massive war here with the Skaven, who are super annoying. Skaven are just like the most annoying thing to deal with ever. All right, so do we want to get growth infrastructure? We could get a Beast Slayer. It's all armies. Upkeep for Boar and Wolf Rider. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's really not that good. Get a Raiden camp. Get you going. Get you going. These things will help us stabilize. We have the wretched plagues down here. You can see the KARAK 8 peaks pretty much stabilize our leadership too because we don't suffer that anymore. And now we can actually get an orc army. So we'll build some black orc technology. I think actually we have it here. KARAK. Oh yeah, we can get a big boss. Let's do that. So we have another big boss recruitment spot. Upkeep is 175. Black orc big boss. Oh, he'll be available next turn. Okay. Because this little guy could use a big boss. He doesn't have one, so... can I recruit them anywhere? I can't. I think it has to be in the region Y, in which it's... Yeah, cool. So he's got a Braga, which is leadership, speed, and aggressive. I suppose that's one of the more useful ones of the bunch. So we'll go here. Join that army. The other Trickster's Shard. Ooh. So before we close out this episode, we're going to go ahead and do some itemization. So Scarsnick, I think, more or less is geared out. He's happy. Got the Warrior's Bane. We haven't even done the Prodder quest yet, which is pretty sad. The other Trickster's Shard isn't bad, but I think he's pretty good. Slidemizer. This is our campaign guy, so we don't really worry about that too much. Mushroom Addicted. Or Night Goblin Shaman, man. He needs some gear too. He's seen better days, this poor guy. Can't click on anything. Oh, okay. The Opal Amulet will give him some goodies as well. Casting items will give him the Trickster's Shard. And then we can give him the other Trickster's Shard too. He's going to be... This guy's turning into Harry Potter here. Let's get the big old Hag. Do we have any extra armor for you, Hag? We do. And we can give her the missile resistance. We can give her the Assault of Stone, which is super good. And we can give Obedience and Untainted and post-battle. And we have a lot of like random stuff here. Cool. All right, so we itemized most of our characters. I think we have some stuff we can upgrade here. Do we want to upgrade this? I suppose it's not a bad idea. Our economy's right back where it started, but next turn, we should be able to actually hit that city pretty hard. For you, I mean, this guy's like, he's got it all, man. Dodgy geezer, he's immortal. We pretty much have all the blue line stuff, so I suppose we just make him a combat character at this point. So he can jump into an army if need be. The River Troll Hag has leveled up. Let's go ahead and get Doom and Darkness. Actually, Life Leeching is better because it does give us the extra Winds of Magic situation if we decide to cast with her. And wow. All right, so we have KARAK 8 peaks. It's not bad. Our economy is tanking once again, but it's not really a big deal. We honestly should be able to take this out. Skavenblight, which will probably have a treasure trove worth of goodies, but that's going to be the beginning of our next episode. So I'm going to pass the turn here, guys, and this will be the end of the episode. We'll see you back in the next one. I think the plague actually hurts our money too. Yeah, income from all buildings by 50%. Yeah, we're taking a huge hit on this. How much longer does it last? 3 more turns? Okay. So when that comes back too, we should be much better in our economy, and we'll honestly loot here and do pretty well for ourselves. And yeah, basically now Scarsnik just has to prepare to fight the Skaven, which is going to be annoying, but we can get Blackworks here. What does this give us? Yeah, it actually, the final tier, it actually just straight up has Blackworks, which is cool. All right, guys, that's it for the turn. Thank you so much for watching. KARAK 8 peaks is finally Scarsnick's, but my whole plan of having Grimgor carry us is not going to really work. So basically, we find Grimgor over here, which is probably where he's lurking. We take him out. Man, the dwarves are everywhere. This is going to be a scrappy campaign, guys. All right, we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for joining. And yeah, the Waaagh is here.